Eagles will match up with the Washington Redskins. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Smith. He's got Thompson here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he rips that one incomplete there.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing again is Smith. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Smith on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The defending champion Eagles coming back out here on offense. Well, what was your takeaway from them on opening night? They got the 18-12 win. What do you see as you look at their schedule these next few weeks?
Yeah, my first takeaway was that they found a way to win ugly on a night filled with emotion, right? Where you unveil the Super Bowl banner and you know everyone's going to come at you with full emotion themselves. They weathered the storm and got a win. But with the schedule coming up, I see games that they should win. Tampa Bay, Indianapolis, and Tennessee. And that sets up a big home date with the Minnesota Vikings, a repeat of the NFC title game.
On second down, here's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Hang in there, man. Hang in there now. Wrap. Don't go. 120.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Completes it to Ajayi. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, Wentz. He finds Ajayi. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Come on now. Let's go. Here we go. 180. Great.
Again, it's Wentz. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Back to the air on second down. Wentz escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. 20. Nice back step.
They'll try to run with a J. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Against the Falcons, by the way, Jay Ajayi, 62 yards, 2 touchdowns in that opening night win.
Well, that's why they went out and acquired him from Miami last year about mid-season. He gives them a heck of a burst, can catch the ball out of the backfield, and he will be their full-time lead back in Philly. They'll use 3. But when they want the big yards, the crucial yards, Jay Ajayi will be touching the football.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Week 1 for AP was a good one. He surprised some people. We know what he's done in the past, Charles, but at age 33, he came out there. He had 96 yards on the ground, 70 more through the air, and even scored his 100th rushing touchdown.
And I think the 96 on the ground surprises no one because that's what he does. It's a 70 in the air. Throughout his career, it's always been the one thing people have, said, hold up. Doesn't catch the ball very well. Well, he did it in the season opener. They're hoping he'll do it throughout the season. He tied Marshall Faulk and Sean Alexander for 7th all-time with his 100th career rushing touchdown. Next up, John Riggins at 104. Washington hoping to unleash him towards that total next week. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He puts that over the middle. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Set. Lady. Great.
Wentz now on 1st down. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Wentz now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he gets it down to the 32. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Wentz again. Goes underneath for Sproles. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's got his man. That's Wallace. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Into the red zone. Wentz finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Good chip.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Smith. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And the kick by Elliott is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Wentz now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Being chased out left. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
5-2. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Well, it's a Gruden family trait to be aggressive, and Jay's going to go for 2 here. They'll let Peterson try and run it in. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Wentz. He's able to find Wallace. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A first down for the Eagles. Wentz finding the former Raven Wallace. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Wentz now on first down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Wentz to throw again. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run again on first down. Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Smith now on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarring the ball loose and brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wentz going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wallace. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A very solid gain of 27. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On first down, Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Here we go. 20. Sunday.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Preston Smith in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's back to throw. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz got to have this one. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. They give it to Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They run again with Peterson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. Runs over it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A road win in the National.